Before this episode begins, I have a brief public service announcement. Leave Fergie alone! There have been worse national anthems. Nope, too tall. Welcome back to Amazingly Average, the show with advice for amazingly average authors and actors. My name is John, and I'm wondering when the f*** Scream is gonna come back on MTV. I don't care if it's Brandon James or if it's the Wes Craven screenhead. I just want to show. Apologies for being gone for so long. This is the first time I've had my camera and my tripod in over a month. I wrote and directed this thing, and then I wrote and directed that thing. Also, did I mention I have 4 jobs? Today's tip is for the amazingly average actors out there. HTC. Hypnotize the crows.
Okay, crows. You will not poop on my car today. And it didn't work. Okay.
Just kidding, it stands for how to cry. There are different scenarios that require different kinds of crying. There's happy crying, sad crying. There's different levels of loss too, like I lost my job kind of crying. Someone just died crying. I'm trapped in the 7th circle of hell for eternity kind of crying. Wow, that was dark. There are varying opinions about if it's bad to draw on real life emotions for tears. Sometimes when the text is really good, it can just pull that right out of you. So my older brother gave me this book of monologues for my birthday one year, and the first monologue in it is from a play called 4,000 Miles. This monologue is being told by a 21-year-old. He was on a biking trip going from the West Coast to the East Coast with his best friend, and partway through the trip, before they're about to reach the halfway point, his friend gets killed when the back of a shipping truck comes off of the truck and crushes him. Now, reading that monologue, it's very, very powerful stuff right there, and feeling a little bit of empathy for it helped to draw some emotions out. But what I did instead was I made it personal. So I took that character, I think the person who got killed, his name is Mika, and what I did was I put my younger brother in that person's shoes, and then I visualized everything that was happening, and I'm starting to get a little bit red right now thinking about it. Whenever I think about getting in trouble at work, waterworks. And there are some places that I will never go to make tears happen, because I know that that could damage my psyche. There are just some points where it's not worth the tears to open up something that could affect you psychologically. So when you're in a play and you need to cry, first of all, you need to be memorized, because if you're thinking of your lines, you're not going to be able to make that emotion happen. Be in the moment, be willing to feel things and let things flow through you. Don't be pissed at yourself if you can't cry. If you don't feel those tears coming out, then don't force yourself to cry, because there's nothing more annoying than seeing somebody that's fake crying and they're really pushing it. What's probably the most interesting in real life is when somebody is on the verge of tears or they're crying and they're trying so hard not to cry. So when those tears are flowing, you just try to keep your face as focused as possible. When you're in film, you can cheat a little bit. I don't like cheating in film because I feel like it's dishonest. But I had to take these eye drops for a while with my contacts, and on a recent shoot that my film group did, we had this 15-year-old actress that we needed her to cry for a scene, so what they did was they had her put some drops in, they kept the camera rolling, and then she looked forward and like the saline was coming down her face. She wasn't actually crying, but it created that effect. When I was young, I would not let myself cry in front of people, which was a reflex that I was trained not to let happen when I was young, because as a man, you're not supposed to cry. And granted, it's 2018, so it's a different time. But as I got older, I think maybe around 21, I started to let myself cry. Not in front of people, but I let myself be moved to tears by things I was watching on TV, or by plays that I saw, or by, just being honest with how I was feeling at my job or how my grades were. The more that I was willing to let my body feel those emotions and let tears come out, the easier it is to let it happen when you're on camera. Don't be frustrated if you can't cry. Don't fake it, just be honest.
Look at me, I'm the best YouTuber there ever was.
And now it's time for
What's in John's mug?
my toothpaste and dental floss. If you like this episode, practice crying in real life. If you didn't, then just keep being a cold-hearted bitch.
Amazingly average.
If you have any questions about acting or writing, leave them in the comments below. And until next time, sorry, I don't remember how to end these videos because I haven't done it for so long. Bye!